This is going to be a packet tracer video, and it's 7.6.13 packet tracer. It is basically about the data link area and applications. Data link layer issues is the name of this one. Alright, we're just going to get going on this. Alright. First thing you want to do, we want to basically configure. We want to have the IP subnet planning, practice your subnetting skills, build the network, connect devices with Ethernet and serial cables, configure the networks, apply your subnetting scheme to server, PCs, and router interfaces, configure services and static routing, test the network using ping, trace the traffic, and inspect tool. Okay. First things first, we got to go to our server, and we always have to make sure it is turned on. So let's turn it on real quick. And that's our first little step right there. I'm going to actually move my recorder right down here. And then I am going to get my directions pulled up here a little bit. The reason I pull the directions up is because I love having this little completion thing right here. Let you know how well you're doing. Let you know that you're doing it right. So just to get going and start off a little faster. Which speed is an issue for me right now, guys. I apologize. Okay, server, turned it on. Physical tab. Now we want to go back to config. And going into the configuration part is very important to turn on your Eagle server like I just did. After we get that puppy turned on, we want to go up to the config area. And we want to come down here to the gateway area. We want to type in 172.16.3.62. Then what we want to do for our DNS server is 172.16.3.61. As you can see, we want to copy that and bring it back over to the fast Ethernet 0. Here, let's get that copied correctly. Copy it. Go to fast Ethernet 0. Go to your IP address. Hit paste. There we go. Same address, same IP, everything. Hit enter. Your subnet 0 pops up as the default 0.0. But we want to make sure that we're going to adjust this subnet mask so we're going to get the correct destination. So we're going to get the right network address to the destination host. 255.192 is the configuration that they want here. So after that, we basically got to make sure you turn this on, though. If you do not turn this on, we're going to have an issue. Turn it on. There you go. Important to go to your services. If you don't go to your services and turn on the HTTP and the DNS, nothing's going to show it the way you want it to. And then you got to enter your name, eagle/server.example.com. Okay? And then we want to make sure we enter the IP address that we just entered. So we go 172.16.3.61. Okay, add that, and then we have it in here. It's saved in our addresses now. It's important after this, we're going to move on to our next step. Well, we got to go back to config real quick. We got to go back to physical layer. Make sure it's turned on. Then we can exit out of there. We should be good with the server now. So let's head over to the R1 router, config, and go to fast Ethernet 0. And we'll enter the IP address that's necessary for this router, which will be 172.16.3.62. Hit enter. It gives you your default subnet mask, right? Then we go and make sure we have that correct too. So let's see here. After 172.16.3.62, subnet mask would default to 255.255, but then we would configure it to 2.55, 2.55, 255.192. Enter that. Now we go to our serial. This is very important too. Turn this on. IP address should be 172.16.3.98. Enter